Back in the early days of streaming, forgetting you were live just meant your friends saw something embarrassing. But now, with millions watching every move, one slip and your whole career could be on the line. From leaked phone numbers and exposed relationships to downright questionable on-stream behavior, streamers have pushed the limits of what's considered just a mistake. In this video, we're diving into 5 moments where popular streamers forgot they were live and faced real consequences. Some tried to cover it up, some owned it, others vanished completely. This isn't just about awkward moments. These are the kinds of clips that reshape reputations, cause backlash, and sometimes expose who someone really is. Let's break down exactly what happened, how their fans reacted, and why forgetting to click end stream might just be one of the biggest mistakes a creator can make in 2025. First up is none other than iShowSpeed, the internet's most chaotic streamer. Speed is known for his unpredictable energy, wild reactions, and viral moments. But that same chaos has led to some massive mistakes, especially when he forgets he's live. During one stream, he casually pulled out his phone to FaceTime someone, completely unaware that thousands were watching. What happened next? He accidentally leaked the personal phone number of Mr. Beast live on stream. Speed instantly panicked. "No, I leaked Mr. Beast's number, bro. It's over for me." And it really might have been. Viewers rushed to call and message the number. The clip went viral, and Speed was left apologizing while trying to do damage control. But the internet never forgets. But this wasn't an isolated incident. Speed has also leaked the numbers of KSI Anthony Davis and even his own address multiple times. Even fellow streamers like XQC reacted to the madness, calling Speed out for repeatedly leaking people's info. And after Speed leaked Aiden Ross's number, Aiden fired back, live on stream, saying, "That's not even cool, bro. You crossed the line." But Speed brushed it off, blaming the situation on Aiden for calling during a stream. Just a few months later, Aiden got his revenge by leaking Speed's number on Twitter, sending Speed into a full-blown meltdown. At this point, Speed's fans have accepted that anything can happen on his streams. But the line between content and chaos gets thinner every time he forgets he's live. And if he's not careful, that forgetfulness could cost more than just a few phone numbers. Next up is Kai Cenat, one of the most watched streamers on Twitch and a content machine who seems to always be live. Known for his viral mafia-thons, celebrity guest appearances, and non-stop energy, Kai has built a reputation for turning everything into content. But even someone with his level of experience can forget one very important thing. When you're live, you're always live. During his very first Mafia-thon, Kai brought in a huge cast of friends, influencers, and even Instagram models to hang out, play games, and create viral moments. But one moment stood out from the rest, and not for the reasons he probably hoped. While chatting in the kitchen with a model, things looked normal at first. The two were laughing, vibing, and keeping it casual, until chat noticed her arm slowly moving under the table. The camera angle wasn't doing them any favors, and from what viewers could see, it looked like something very NSFW was happening just off screen. Chat instantly exploded. People clipped it, zoomed in, slowed it down frame by frame, trying to confirm what they thought they saw, and the rumors spread fast. Was she touching him under the table? Did they know they were live? Was this another caught in 4K moment? Kai tried to shut it down quickly, hopping on stream later to explain that it was just a misunderstanding. "She was rubbing my leg, that's it. The angle just made it look crazy." But for many viewers, the damage was already done. The moment had gone viral, and people weren't buying the innocent explanation. The clip sparked debates across Twitter and Reddit, with some defending Kai and others accusing him of being unprofessional or reckless during live content. What made it worse is that this wasn't even the first close call from the Mafia-thon. Earlier in the same stream, Kai had invited the model on a pretend date, and fans had already started to speculate whether things were going too far. But this kitchen moment took it to another level, and it served as a reminder to streamers everywhere. Just because you're in your own home doesn't mean you're in private. The cameras are always watching, the internet is always recording, and one wrong move can become the next viral scandal. For Kai, this moment may have just been awkward, but for the rest of the internet, it was content gold, whether he wanted it to be or not. Next, we have Aiden Ross, who has always been one of the most polarizing figures on the internet. Whether you love him or hate him, one thing's for sure, he's always pushing boundaries. But in one of his more infamous moments, Aiden pushed a little too far and completely forgot he was live while making what looked like a very personal deal on stream. It all happened happened when fellow streamer Zeus set Aiden up with Aliyah Hadid, a former adult star turned OnlyFans model. The stream started off light, flirty banter, a few jokes, and Aiden doing his usual innocent boy routine. But things escalated fast. Aliyah was clearly trying to break through Aiden's act, making increasingly bold advances, and eventually Aiden took the bait. But here's the twist. After pretending to end the stream, Aiden kept the cameras rolling without telling her. What happened next felt like something no streamer should ever leave live. She started talking openly about wanting to film explicit content with both Aiden and Zeus. Aiden played along, acting surprised but also clearly enjoying the attention. And all of it, every word, every detail was being broadcasted to thousands of viewers who thought the stream had ended. The internet went wild. Clips of the exchange spread instantly and people were quick to ask, was this staged? Or did Aiden really forget he was live? Either way, the backlash came fast. While some fans thought it was just classic Aiden being edgy and entertaining, others were furious. Many pointed out that Aiden has a massive underage fan base and said the explicit conversation was completely inappropriate to leave unfiltered. On Twitter, creators were split. Some defended him, saying he was just living the streamer lifestyle, but others called it a new low, saying that no amount of views is worth accidentally exposing adult content to a teen audience. And this wasn't Aiden's first controversial moment. His streams often flirt with the line between entertainment and chaos. But this time, he didn't just cross the line, he forgot where it was. For someone with as much experience as Aiden, it's a reminder that stream off doesn't always mean you're in the clear. And in this case, a forgotten camera nearly cost him everything. Next up, we have Ninja, one of the most recognizable streamers on the planet. Known for his high-energy Fortnite streams and larger-than-life personality, Ninja helped redefine what it means to be a content creator. But in late 2023, fans saw something they weren't expecting, a quiet moment that said more than words ever could. During what was supposed to be a normal stream, Ninja accidentally went live without realizing it. There was no flashy intro, no background music, just him sitting at his desk. His eyes looked tired, his posture was slouched, and for a full minute or two, he just sat there in silence, staring blankly at his screen. It didn't take long for chat to realize something was off, and when Ninja finally noticed the stream was active, he quickly ended it. But by then, the internet had already clipped it. The clip went viral not because of a meltdown or controversy, but because of how real it felt. It was a glimpse behind the polished image, showing a side of Ninja that fans rarely see. Burnt out, exhausted, and human. It sparked conversations about mental health and streaming, and how draining it is to be on all the time, especially for creators who've spent years performing non-stop. Sometimes streamers forget they're live and cause chaos, but in Ninja's case, forgetting he was live showed us something far more important. Even legends get tired. And finally, we have Fozzy, a streamer who seems to attract chaos like a magnet. From YouTube fame to public breakdowns, Fozzy's journey has always been turbulent. But during one of his most recent streaming runs, he proved once again that he might just forget he's live more than anyone else on this list. In October 2024, Fozzy was hyping up the release of his debut rap album, G7. He was deep into promo mode, talking to fans, teasing tracks, and working non-stop. But during one late-night stream, things slipped. Without realizing a cameraman had started filming, Fozzy began revealing confidential info about the project, including a surprise feature with rising Texas rapper Mexican OT. It was a moment meant to be private, but instead it was streamed live to thousands. When he realized the leak had happened, he went off, confronting his team live on camera. "You asked to go outside to smoke a vape, and instead you crept back in and filmed something that could ruin my career." And just when you thought things couldn't get worse, they did. Just weeks later, Fozzy accidentally leaked his own phone number during a live call with his phone provider, broadcasting every digit with the speaker on. Then, the very next day, he forgot he was live again and walked to the bathroom. What happened next doesn't need much explanation, but let's just say viewers heard way more than they should have. Most streamers forget they're live once and panic. Fozzy does it consistently, and each time, the result is either hilarious or deeply embarrassing. Whether it's leaking private features, exposing personal info, or literally broadcasting from the toilet, if there's a way to mess up on stream, Fozzy has probably done it. At the end of the day, streaming might look like fun and games, but keeping it together for hours on end, with thousands watching your every move, isn't as easy as it seems. Whether it's Speed slipping up, Kai Cenat trying to hide a friend mid-chaos, or Fozzy leaking private info live over and over again, these aren't just viral clips. They're raw, unfiltered moments where the line between content and real life disappears. And that's what makes them so fascinating. Because when a streamer forgets they're live, we get to see them as they really are. Not the entertainer, not the brand, just a person. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's awkward, and sometimes it's just painfully real. real. But one thing's for sure, these moments stick with us. So if you enjoyed this video, drop a like and tell me which moment surprised you the most.